Hello everyone, today we're doing another hands-on review. This time it's the Sigma 24-70 HSM f2.8. This is the lens and the lens hood. Okay, first impressions. It's a heavy load of metal and glass. It's a very thick lens with an 82mm diameter photo thread. It's a nice short chubby lens, and it has a professional built like a tank feeling, which is typical to Sigma's EX0 lenses. Okay, let's put on the lens hood. This is the lens with the lens hood. No big deal. So, there's something interesting that I have to point out from this lens. It's a big step up from the previous version, the 24-70 macro. This time, they have came out with the HSM model, double the price, and image quality comparable to the Nikon 24-70, and even better in some situations than the Canon 24-70L f2.8. I'm not joking. Try searching on that. You'll find many astonishing results. In the next video, I'll be showing some sample images of this lens, and then you can comment on the image quality yourself. Okay? Now, I'm going to keep on the outside of this lens in this video. The zoom-in mechanism is simplest on this lens than the Canon and the Nikon equivalent. At 24, it's the shortest. When I zoom into 70, the barrel extends. When I zoom back out, the barrel collapses. Unlike the Canon, which goes the other way around, at 70 is the shortest and at 24 is the longest. And Nikon at 24, it pokes out and goes in when you zoom into 50, and pokes back out as when you zoom into 70. Focus. This lens has a quick autofocus. It's close to the Nikon f2.8 24-70. It has a focusing window, so if you need precise focusing distance, you can check on this focusing window. However, with the focusing speed, I found a very funny problem. When I mount this lens onto my Nikon and using the onboard AF assist light and hunt for focus with the lens cap on, it takes quite a bit of time for it to turn. But when I turn off the AF focus light, the focus goes very fast, like Nikon. I've sent Sigma an email, but they have not replied me yet for a month already. So that's Sigma's customer service. No surprise. With HSM inside this lens, it means that there's instant manual override in focusing when even you're in the autofocus mode. So if the lens focuses on the wrong thing, on the wrong subject, you can move the focus ring immediately and change the focus, which is a good feature to have, and it's quite handy. It's like the Nikon AFS system. Taking off the lens cap, one thing to say about the lens cap: the new lenses have the new design of lens caps, the pinch design like Nikon ones, and they have dumped away the old Canon annoying crappy style push at the side with two buttons, which is quite impossible to take off the lens cap with the lens hood on. So Canon, why the hell will you still keep that old, annoying, and not especially pretty design? I don't know. That's the way Canon works. Strange. Okay, 82mm thread. If you are a person who likes to mess with filters, I would not recommend this lens. Or you have to buy a step down ring to 77mm filter thread. Why? Because you can share filters with other pro lenses. For example, if you were to buy a CPL filter for 82mm thread, it's quite expensive. If you use Canon filter system and use neutral density filters and you move a filter in front, you have to buy another adapter ring, which may be expensive because you have to buy another holder. But if you don't mind spending extra money, I'll recommend this lens over the Nikon. Why? Because the Nikon costs more than twice as much as this Sigma. I've put a UV filter on this lens, and it's just a normal Kenko UV filter, not the slim ones, because at 24, even on full frame, it doesn't cause any vignette nor any black edges. So if you were to use this lens on a crop frame body, it doesn't matter which filter you're using, but I would recommend a UV filter with multi-coating. Multi-coating will improve any ghosting or flare. Okay, with this fat lens, you have to spend some time trying to get used to this thickness if you are used to normal 77mm lenses. But after you have got used to this thickness, I think you love this lens. It's a nice small lens, it's made in Japan, and it's great for traveling if you don't want a big chunk like the 24-70 from Canon Nikon with the giant hoods. I'd say the hoods are about 2/3 of the size of this lens. It's about this big. One more thing I have to say. The bokeh performance, or called the background blur performance on this lens, is very good. Thanks to the 9 circular aperture blades, which is in the lens itself, which controls the aperture. That's about it for this hands-on review. Stay tuned for my next video on the 24-70 f2.8 HSM Sigma, where I'll be showing you some sample images and commenting on the image quality, chroma aberrations, light fall, and other funny stuff like that. Should you buy this lens or not? Well, if you are a full frame shooter, I would say save the buck for the Nikon, because the Nikon still outdoes this thing. If you are a crop frame shooter but you plan to upgrade to full frame and you don't have the budget, this is a definite good choice. But if you are a crop frame shooter and you don't plan to upgrade to full frame anytime soon, 24 on a crop frame becomes a 36, and it might not be quite as wide as you think it might be. So the 17-50 or the 18-50 from Tamron or from Sigma will be a better choice. If you like Nikon, get the 17-55 f2.8 Nikon, the DX format lens. Thank you, and have a nice weekend.